with WrestleMania season upon us, we decided to do some WrestleMania content. And what better way to do that than a Mount Rushmore of our best and worst Mania matches ever. If you're new to the channel, be sure to subscribe. We drop daily wrestling content. Thank you for all your support and the subscribes. We really appreciate that. Some news to share halfway through this, but we want to dig into this. So MVP, you took the pleasure of picking the worst Mania matches.
I sure did.
Me the privilege of doing the best WrestleMania matches. And not like our normal top fives, we're going to rank them 5 to 1. So.
You want me to go descending order?
Sure, yeah.
Okay.
And then I'll let you go first.
All right. Number 5. So, the best one on my list.
Yeah.
Randy Orton versus Bray Wyatt, WrestleMania 33 for the WWE Championship.
I could see that.
I mean, a lot of hocus pocus, paranormal stuff, and then every now and then lights go off, and then the projector going into the ring with bugs and stuff.
Isn't that when Orton got set on fire?
No. This is pre-pandemic.
Oh, got it. Okay.
Yeah. That was during the Thunderdome era where he got hit with a fireball from Alexa Bliss. His face was supposed to be all burnt up, and then the next week it's all good. No, but we're going with Randy Orton, Bray Wyatt, WrestleMania 33.
All right. So that's starting off the worst list. I get to start off the best list. So my least of the best, that's what I'm starting with. WrestleMania 28, Undertaker versus Triple H, Hell in a Cell with Shawn Michaels as the referee.
Okay.
Because it's the end of an era. Like they labeled it that, but it truly was. And with the close falls and even the point where Taker gets super kicked and then pedigree.
Yeah. Oh man.
And then Shawn Michaels in the corner just regretting that he did it. It was one of the most beautiful stories you could tell with all the Attitude Era superstars.
Yeah.
And for that reason, it's got to be in the top 5, but it's not better than the other 4. So we'll go back to you.
All right. The Great Khali versus Kane, WrestleMania 23.
Oh, come on. That was phenomenal. No, I'm just kidding.
No, this was the whole See No Evil Kane era.
Yeah.
And, this is bad. I think the hook from the movie came into play, and Khali choked him like the weakest choke. Yeah,
I never heard of Khali as a in-ring performer, to be honest. It just didn't sit right with me.
Yeah, well, big giant Punjabi nightmare guy.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's my number 4.
All right. So I just named you a match that kind of ended that Attitude Era, for me.
Mm-hmm.
How about we go with a match that started the Attitude Era?
Ooh.
Stone Cold versus Bret Hart, WrestleMania 13 submission.
Okay.
That story, you had Austin come in as the biggest heel, and you had Bret Hart come in as the baby face.
Yeah.
And the match shifted to where Stone Cold was the top, and Bret Hart turned heel the very next night.
Yep.
You could not do anything better with that, and that jump-started the Attitude Era. The fact that the blood running down your face, and you don't quit.
Mm-mm.
Not only did that establish Stone Cold...
He passed out.
Yeah. He is the toughest SOB you could ever see because of that match. It was just phenomenal. And then you add in Ken Shamrock for a little glitz and glamour. It was nice because he's a submission expert. But yeah, it was a very well done match and very good kickstart to the Attitude Era.
I think they even made a shirt with Stone Cold's bloody face on it.
Yeah. And then at the bottom, don't try this at home. But now we're getting to see where you're at on your list, number 3 now.
This was so bad. But people watched it because, Bret Hart versus Vince McMahon, WrestleMania 26.
Yeah.
The match was horrible. I mean, you have a Bret Hart that doesn't take bumps anymore, and Vince McMahon that can't wrestle. And then you have Hart's whole family involved. I mean, people wanted to see Vince McMahon, tap to the sharpshooter. So it did that. But the match was atrocious.
Yeah, I mean, and Bret Hart is one of my top 5 wrestlers of all time, and just to see him struggle to get through the match, and you just know that it's not what he wanted either. He did it, but this was more of Vince saying, "I want you in a Legends contract. You can just take out all your frustration on me. Let me have it." I could see that. Yeah, you're right. That's number 3. My number 3, I'm going to go with one of the biggest spectacles you've ever seen in WrestleMania history. A 5-minute stare down where the crowd. Rock versus Hollywood Hogan, WrestleMania 18. That is, if you're talking about icons, the Clash of the Icons, this was that. And the biggest star in wrestling, The Rock. And you have Hulk Hogan, who's always been at the heart of wrestling fans. The fact you could stare at each other for 5 minutes and the crowd is doing the work for you, you cannot get better than that. And the match did the near falls, leg drop on The Rock and he kicks out and Hogan looking, it was a good match. I thought it was very good. Probably one of the best matches Hogan's ever had, if I'm being honest.
Oh, yeah.
But that's number 3. And I got to pause before you go to number 2 because I have good news to share. Let me talk to you. Do you like that shirt? If you're watching the podcast, show it off, MVP, loud and proud. If you want to buy that on WWE Shop, the Triple Threat Wrestling channel has now become shop affiliates with WWE Shop. I will drop the description link in the description box below. Click it, shop with WWE Shop, get all your merch. We're very excited about it. So thank you for your guys' support. We couldn't do it without you to get to that point. But now we're going to go back to your Mount Rushmore of worst, number 2.
Okay. Number 2. Now, this is usually on everybody's list for the number 1 worst match in WrestleMania history. It's number 2 on mine, and I'll get into it when I reveal my number 1, but Michael Cole versus Jerry Lawler, WrestleMania 27. Do I need to say more?
No. Not at all. Are you really not going to say more? Because we can leave it at that. It's self-explanatory.
It's horrible. It's
terrible.
And then you have Michael Cole going over, and then now we can't. He says it every chance he gets. Oh, I'm undefeated at WrestleMania.
That was probably the wrong. Because you got to. WrestleMania is for me, the end of the year, and you start after that. The culmination of all year's Mania. I don't think you have Michael Cole beat Jerry Lawler there. But I don't even know why I care, because that match should have never happened to begin with.
Yeah.
My number 2. And it depends your perspective. This is my personal list. I thought this match was incredible.
Okay.
A lot of people think it was the most boring match that could happen just because it was a technical match, technical wrestling, and good.
All right, give it to me. Give it to me.
WrestleMania 12, Bret Hart versus Shawn Michaels Iron Man match. I think it's a great match.
The boyhood dream?
Yes.
Okay.
And a lot of people said, well, they just did a bunch of holds on each other, and it's okay. They
Well,
showed
how else are you supposed to burn an hour?
right. Well, and the lack of falls, right? There was not even a fall till like
Yeah.
the end, which helped the end of the match. You
Well,
know,
I feel like that's great storytelling.
it is.
Oh, there's no fall at all. Sudden death.
Yep. And with WCW starting to take off at that point,
Yeah.
with the NWO stuff and all that, this match kind of fought for the soul of WWE
Yeah.
at the
I
time.
mean,
Like,
it solidified their top guys because they needed to make top guys to replace the top guys that just defected.
yep. And I thought it was one of the best matches you can watch, and just watch two guys put on a show, and
Yeah.
that's what it did. Bret versus Shawn, Mania 12, number 2.
Okay. Okay. All right. My worst match.
The worst match.
The Women's Battle Royal from WrestleMania 25.
But Santina Marella was in it.
Okay, when this happened, I was excited. I'm like, hey, I get to see, I'm a straight American male. I like to see the divas.
Right.
I'm a big fan of the divas. And
Was
so
But go ahead.
are we going there right now?
We'll try not.
Okay. No, but when this was advertised, they were saying, "Oh, past divas are gonna show up." I was excited. Um, they didn't get their own separate entrances. They all just came out single file line. I'm like, you didn't even know who was in the match until you hear Michael go, "Oh, they're eliminated." I'm like, they're in the match. I didn't even see.
Yeah.
And then you have Santino with a wig win the match, and the crown Miss WrestleMania.
Yeah. That's a highlight Vince McMahon for you. He thought it was funny.
You know what? It could have been. It could have been more. I mean, I definitely would have liked to see who was in the who was all brought back to be in this match. And it just, I mean, not that a Divas Battle Royal was gonna, steal the show or anything, but
It
was
was on a good show though if you did it right. But that's back when women's wrestling wasn't even taken seriously. It was just like they're divas, they're here for show, they're to get the guys excited.
Yeah.
It's not like now, it's Tiffy time now, but it wasn't that. Okay, are you ready for the best match of Mania history? And if you don't know it already, then we're just going to end this podcast. We're wrapping it up forever.
Hold on. I'm not ready. Yes, I am. Go ahead.
WrestleMania 25, Shawn Michaels versus The Undertaker.
Yes. Okay.
Greatest match of all time.
Yes.
For me, that is the greatest match of all time.
Mm-hmm.
The storytelling and the, was it that one or 26, right? Where Shawn Michaels came from the top and Taker came from the bottom.
This is it. This is it.
So
because the next match was no frills.
Right. And yeah, I mean, the only thing you could say wrong with this match is Taker almost pulled a Kurt Angle and broke his freaking neck when he jumped over the top rope.
I thought you were gonna. I thought you were gonna say the only thing wrong with it is Shawn Michaels lost.
You know what? And that I wanted Shawn to win.
Yeah. Oh, we all did.
It was perfectly laid out the way it should be.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. And in fact, I don't even think Brock should have ended the Taker streak. I think CM Punk should have done it, to be honest, at WrestleMania 29. But it's neither here nor there.
Mm-hmm.
This is the greatest match of all time, in my opinion, and especially at Mania. So I don't think we'll ever see a match top that for a long time. That's just me, though. I don't think so.
No.
Michaels versus Taker, Mania 25. If you guys want to drop in the comments what your favorite Mania matches are, please do so. Maybe we're wrong. Maybe you guys know more, and we'll take your opinion on it. So
Maybe we don't have enough territory knowledge.
we're going old school there. But yeah, if you're new to the channel, subscribe. We drop daily content. Go buy the shirt MVP's wearing at WWE Shop. I will drop our affiliate link in the description box below. We appreciate all of the support, and we will see you on the next one.